Welcome to Small Steps. My name is Seth Potts and I want to show you the len and find functions. I learned these functions from this really smart kid named Ben Oakes up in Minnesota, so thanks Ben for listening and teaching me something new. So a real quick explanation of what each of these do. The find function returns a position of a text string inside of another text string. So if I'm looking for something specific, whether it be a symbol or a string of letters, a word, name, anything like that, I use the find function. It will return what position, what placement that special character or word or string of text I'm looking for starts in a text string. The len function does the same kind of thing. It returns a number the same way the find function does, but it returns the total number of characters in an entire string. Now I have an example here, just a couple email addresses. Sometimes you get a long list of things like that in. Just for ease of an example here, this has a special character in the middle, so make it easy to look at. But we'll start off with the find function here. If I'm looking to find where the placement of that at symbol is, you can use the find function here. And the first thing you're going to put in is what you're looking for. So I'm going to put in the at symbol there. And then the next would be from what string. So in this, I'm looking for from this string where the placement is of the at symbol. And it shows it has the 8th spot in. So you see John Doe is 7 characters, so it is the next one in there. Now a couple things to note with the find function here. It is case sensitive. So I could look up, let's just say Doe, say I'm looking for that name in there. I could find where that starts. Now if I click all lowercase just like it is, it'll show the 5th spot in. But now if I did change that, like I say, it is case sensitive, if I capitalize that, it's not going to find, it's going to give you that error value. So just be aware that it is case sensitive, and if you're looking for something specific, make sure you put it in the way that it's going to be found. It is also going to search the first instance of something. So if you had a string and had multiple characters you're looking for like this, it's going to catch the first one and not the next one after that. So there is something just to think about if you're going to try to use this for a longer string of text that has multiple characters like that. So I have that in here for the at symbols. You see it's the same on these two as far as being the 10th character in, and this one's 8th in. Now I'm going to the length function and do the same thing. It's pretty simple. It's literally just the text string you're wanting to count. This is 17 characters long. It does include spaces as well, if there were spaces in here. That is one thing I've seen this function used for quite often, is if you have a long list of things and you're wanting to see if there's any issues with extra spaces in there. Sometimes things like that are hard to see. You could use this function to see, make sure the character length matches all the way down, or if it's off, you can kind of tell when there's some extra spaces or extra characters in there. So in general, what I typically see these both used for is more in a combination, used in some more complex formulas. So real quick, just as an example of using these together, I'm going to show you from this email address here. If you're wanting to get everything that is coming on the right side of that at sign, so we're just going to collect the email, whether it be Gmail, Hotmail, AOL, whatever it could be here. It's something that with we discussed before, left, right, and mid functions, it's not something you can get if everything is a different length here, just by using that right function. So I'll show here. We're going to do the following function here. We're going to start off with right. We're going to be looking for everything on the right side of that at symbol. Now this is where we start combining things. So we're looking for everything on the right. Pick the text string here, and then we're going to look with the number of characters in is where we're going to find where that is. So The combination goes like this. We'll start with the length of this field, which we know is 17 characters. We're going to subtract the character placement for that @ sign, so the find function for, let's see, put the character that we're looking for in there, and then that same text string here. And we'll close this out in a second, but just to review, so we're looking at everything right in this text string, and the placement of how many characters in is going to be this length here of the entire text string minus how many spots in that @ sign is. So when it's subtracting that out, it's giving you everything from the right of that. So you see it'll have the gmail.com. Now if I tried to do just the right function with these, since these all are different lengths, it will return the same number of characters, which is not going to match up. So this is a good way of pulling that out for all these. It can pull that down, and regardless of the length of it, it is pulling everything from the right of that. Now it's something that can be done in a case like this. I could probably just use text to columns or something like that. However, when you get into some more complex formulas and functions, these with the right, mid, left, this len and find function come in pretty handy when you get complex. So it's just something to think about, how you can use that, and sometimes you get creative with it. If you have a good example, better example of how you use this, please leave a comment below. If you found this tutorial helpful and would like to see more, click like and subscribe below. Coming up next is how to pull table data from a PDF.